Oh, that's the best good morning ever. So happy it's Thursday. I love it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome into the Coffee Run with John from ProCraps on Casino Gaming TV. Here we go. It's Thursday, Throwdown Thursday. So I'll do a little bit of this versus that today. We'll do. I'm going to go with the Crappy the Crapsman's version of the Butterberg. The I can't believe this wins against Jacob. We'll do that. We'll do the little wager me this versus the Butterberg. Both getting some dark side, both kind of hybridy, both kind of different rhythm kind of a thing, but I'm going to put some rules behind stuff, all right? Anyway, before we get going, reminder of the rules. The rules of engagement are this, right? Remember these points every day, right? As we go through this show and you watch other people's shows and you're playing Crapsy and all that, going to the real casino, right? Make sure you've got a goal. Make sure you've got a bankroll that supports your goal. Make sure you know what your appetite or aversion to risk is before you play, right? Having a low risk appetite, if you don't want like a lot of risk, don't go out there 160 across and blast away. That's not the way for you to play. If you don't got the bankroll to blast 160 across, don't do it, right? You got to make sure that you're giving yourself room to maneuver with your bankroll, right? Playing a strategy that supports all of that and identifying when it's time to leave and when it's time to lean in. Those are really important facets here, right? Obviously playing in the right place, the right game that matches your play style and all of that. Keeping your emotions, your mindset in check, right? High strung, high stress, bad emotional control with no mindset behind it leads to bad decision making, right? Not having discipline, even if you make a good decision, doesn't mean you can't stick with it, right? All these things matter. All these things matter. Crapsy is the greatest tool around to practice this stuff, right? When you're in Crapsy playing along with me and Joe and George and whoever else is playing Crapsy with you, Jeff, Craig, make sure that you're engaging the game like you'd engage a real game. Use it as the way you can practice the skills, right, to get through it. Again, none of these things mean you're going to make more money or be a professional gambler, but all these things together, without them, you will for sure lose money than you ought to. I was talking to David at Casino Quest yesterday about a couple of things, and one of the courses that we're going to run and create over there, he and I, we're going to be talking about this particular fact, which is the casinos have a take, right? The expected take on a craps table is whatever. I'm going to make a number up. Let's say it's 10%. If that's the expected take of a craps table is 10%. The actual take on the craps tables are 14 to 17%. Whatever he's got the real numbers, right? If they expect to take 10% and they're taking 17%, what does that tell you, right? That tells you that there's an aberration, right? Law of large numbers says we're going to take that 10% or whatever the percentage is over the course of all time. They're getting 17. That's not law of large numbers. That's not the dice doing something special. That's not magnets in the table. That's people being dumbasses, right? I told you a long time ago, and I want you to remember this way back, okay? When I first started the DI show, I said to you, if I ever opened a casino, one of my tables would be called Edgeless Craps, okay? Edgeless Craps. I said to you, I will make all the box bets pay true odds, right? Don't need a come bet unless you want to. All the box bets will pay true. Right? The prop bets, I'll improve them, right? Basically a craps game with no house edge. And I said to you, I will still make money. Law of large numbers says I should tie in that game, right? If everything has no house edge, I should be in a long-term tie. But I guarantee you I won't. I guarantee you I open up a game with no house edge, craps I'm talking about, you assholes will come in here and overbet like maniacs. You're going to try and take advantage of it. You're going to think you're great throwers. You're going to overbet your skill. I'm going to make more money. This show that Dave and I were going to do will prove that to you. If the expected take over a billion rolls is 10% and it's actually 17%, that means that people are not doing these things. You're not having a goal. You're not playing the right game. You're not playing with a strategy that matches anything. Your bankroll's jacked up. You're doing dumb shit. You're making poor decisions. And the casino's making an extra 7 or 9 or whatever the number is percentage over you. That's such an important thing to know. David will have the real numbers. We'll have a nice talk about it. And you'll learn something, I think, about how this all really works and why these concepts are so important. Why the things that I say every day are so important. Okay, so buckle up. That's going to be an eye opener. But I'm going to give you the TLDR ahead of time, right? Dice Daddy says it best: human nature. People are dumbasses. They think they can win. You can't win. You're going to lose over time. It's a matter of every time you do get ahead, get the F out of there, right? Getting out with money every single time. I was talking to Jen this morning, 5 minutes ago on the cruise. She had a great cruise, right? Won a bunch of money. Right, won in every session. And we'll talk to her about it when she's back. Right, won. This is fantastic. Right, what happens today? PSO fest, or last night. Right, everybody PSOs. Right, the whole table goes to shit. Everybody around the table lost all their winnings, except for her and a couple other people who played it smart and recognized, hey, when it's going bad for me, is not the time to bet more and more and more and more. And expect that what was happening is going to keep happening. You stay low when it's bad until it turns good, and then you can bet a little bit more, right? You got to play smart, guys. You got to play smart. I'm not saying you can sniff out a bad table, but shit, when it's not going well, you bet as low as you possibly can until you start winning. That's one of the secrets to this stuff, right? Nobody gets that. That's why that's why the take is so high, higher than it ought to be. So anyway, there it is. Great Craps is here. Leon, I'm not sure if you guys are on Facebook. I'm going to call you out right now. My wife and I had this what the F moment with you. Leon posted on Facebook, his wife ran a marathon, did a thing at the Miami Speedway. So can I say this out loud? You put it on Facebook. I'm going to say it out loud. The Miami Speedway, where NASCAR has, it used to be their final race of the year. I think it's a 1.25 mile track, or is it a 1.1 track? It doesn't matter. I think it's a 1 mile track. Anyway, they did an inline roller skating marathon. She skated for 24 hours, put in how many miles, Leon? 96 miles in 24 hours. Finished first place in her age bracket. Absolutely impressive. My wife was like, she did what? A 1.5 mile track. My wife said she skated for 24 hours and she's our age. I'm like, yeah, she did. 24 hours, 90 something miles. Holy freaking hell. That's unbelievable, dude. I think that's one of the more cool accomplishments that I can remember. I did have a friend who might top this, but I had a friend that I used to work with. He was what they call a mega runner. He used to run 52 miles. I think it's 52 or 56 miles, whatever it was. These mega marathons. But they're all terrain. Like he runs in the woods and all this other kind of shit. He runs 50 something miles in the woods and the mountains and whatever else, barefoot. Like those shoes that are just like your toes go in them, like the neoprene shoes. He runs that. I'm like, how are you even alive running 56 miles in the thing? How does she do 96 miles, 24 straight hours of skates? Unbelievable, right? Leon, if there's a charity we donate to for this, I think everybody should jump in and throw 96.5 dollars at whatever charity your wife is all in on. Matter of fact, if there is a charity you guys like, put it in here and let's challenge everybody. Let's put the challenge up. Put everybody donate $96.50 to whatever charity Leon's wife is in. And whatever if this thing was a charity event, let's all get in on it. If not, you pick the charity, Leon, and we'll put $96.50 in. Everybody puts $96.50 in. That's such an amazing. I was like, can't believe it. Anyway, let's talk about gambling. A reminder to you. The Shooter of the Year tournament, the Stratus of the Year tournament, the signups are dwindling down. The time to get in on those things is nigh. So get over to Skype on the Craps Nation channel. Connect with George. He'll get you in. It's very, very simple. Just get on Skype, talk to George. It's very, very easy. I want to be in the tournament. That's it. There's nothing to this to get into it. The getting to it is I actually haven't registered myself yet. I got to register. Tomorrow morning I'll register. And a matter of fact, tomorrow morning, Skill and Luck reminds me, I'll register live. I'll do my registration so you can all see how to do it. All right. Other thing to talk about here is Craftsmaster Journey. Joe, I just watch it. I watch the show every morning. I come in and I have my coffee and I'm feeding my dogs. And I'm actually doing these screens. I put these screens together in the mornings, right? While Joe's throwing, I listen to him talking. And I get my screens together for the show. And he said today, man, this has been a tough sled, this challenge, the 100K challenge. Joe is finding out how hard it is to do this. It is absolutely hard to go every day live and make 100 grand. It's freaking hard, like insanely hard. I did it But there was days where I thought we were never going to get there, right? There was months, I did a whole month with the one, and we lost money. 1 month I tied, right? We had 2 months almost back to back where we made $0. Actually, we're net negative. And I'm like, it's never going to happen. You know what I mean? What you learn over time is the ways to make it work. The other day, I talked to you about the book that I'd read, and it was the 2 hits and down. Remember the guy? Again, the book itself is a superstitious folly. The whole thing is pretty terrible, but the guy's advice about 2 hits and off actually works. That's how I won. How I won the 100K was when I switched over to 2 hits and off, right? It was a drawdown. Big hit, smaller hit, off. Big hit, smaller hit, off. When I switched to that style of play, it became easy, right? That, along with leveraging the bet sizes, is how I did it. Keeping it simple. Keeping it simple. People say it all the time. Nobody does it, right? The drawdown is a genius play, right? The first hit, you remove 2/3 of your risk. On the second hit, you win 1/3 of your buy-in. It's a quick and simple move. If you're okay with watching the rolls go by, you have to turn off your inner degen, right? And do it. It is hard to win 100K. It really is. You got to have a great luck streak. You got to be in the right spot at the right time. You have to not get consecutively whacked, right? It's hard to do. Joe's finding out how hard that is. Watch him every day. Get in on his show every day and root for him. Get in there and bet along with him, right? And try it yourself. Don't go in there and degen it. Try and make your paycheck every day. He throws good enough to get it done. It is difficult. Good morning, Waylon. How you doing, man? Anyway, I wanted to call him out because he's trying it and he's finding out how. And I tell you what, there was days where I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I'm like, no, I committed to it. We're going to get it done. And it took me 260 something shows to get it done, right? 260 something days it took to make it. It's crazy how hard this is. But you know, whatever. All right. So daily dose of DI, we're going to talk, not very deep today. I have just a quick comment. And of course we're going to run, the crappy versus Jacob way on the throwdown session, on our paycheck session, and I'll talk a little bit about hybrid and pass line. So I put to the moon here because this is going to be not a DI thing. Show of hands in the audience. We got, how many people are watching? We've got 37 people watching right now. Everybody, I can't do a poll because where I'm sitting. I want you to just say I believe or no fucking way. Either one of those two things are what you're going to type in the chat right now. Not about dice control. Did we go to the moon? I believe we went to the moon, or no fucking way we did. I want to know where you all stand. How many people are conspiracy theorists? That's what I want to know. And the reason why I asked that question is twofold. One is all the people who are naysayers on dice control always bring up two things. They either call people who do believe in dice control flat earthers, or we believe there was no moon landing, right? They put us in the conspiracy bucket, right? I think there's a nuance to this thing, right? But I didn't believe. I saw today, we just launched a rocket to the moon. Did you guys see this? Out of nowhere, I'm like, what happened? I didn't even know that we were doing this. I don't watch much news anymore. After the election, I kind of got burned out. I don't really pay that close of attention other than some highlights. But I work for them. There you go. That's awesome. Is that Scotty? I can't tell is that Scotty in the icon? Is that Scotty? I can't tell which Star Trek character that is. My screen's super blurry, so I can't really see it. It's not Scotty. It is Scotty. Okay, it is Scotty. Okay, cool. Now let me ask you. Okay, now everybody else just keep to yourselves for a minute. The moon is flat. Just look at it. That's great, Tom. I got to ask you a question. So you're obviously a Trek nerd. Do you watch a show called The Floor? Counter Zero. There's a show called The Floor with Rob Lowe. Love it. The guy on there whose category is Star Trek. I cannot wait for the Star Trek category to come up. I'm like, everybody's afraid to pick that guy because if you're going to go against a Trekkie on a Star Trek quiz show, you're going to get your ass handed to you. Anyway, Ken says we went. It's actually a pretty good show. You should watch it. So here's the thing, right? The moon is. I love that comment to the ceiling. So the thing is that the non-believers in DI, right? The anti-DI people will say you all are probably, moon. The moon landing was filmed conspiracy theorists, right? I don't believe there is a conspiracy in dice influence, right? I believe the more I look at my slow motion, right, especially with my toss, there's physics that makes sense to me, right? There's potential there that makes sense to me, right? The reasons why I think it can potentially work, I think are grounded in some small level of reality, right? Which is, again, bounce minimization, energy minimization, minimizing the number of turnovers, right? Those things matter. They do matter. If you're not rolling your dice over 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, you reduce the chances for all the numbers to show, potentially making some combinations not possible to be attained, right? That's where I think that the juice is, right, in it. So it's not a conspiracy thing. And I don't like being lumped in with conspiracy theorists because I think that I'm looking at actual like physics and I think that can work. So I don't believe that I'm in the group that feels like things have been filmed. Earth is flat, in my opinion. That is all, says Nemo. That's awesome. Don't tell me. I haven't watched it yet. We have it on recording, so don't tell me. Cannot wait to see that. Isn't that a great show though? And when it's all DI works till it doesn't, right? And again, I think you're just trying to give them a chance. I say this all the time. So you're saying there's a chance, right? You're giving the dice a chance to not do bad things. That's it. When you throw them low energy, you're giving them a chance to not do bad things. When you throw them with spin, you're giving them a chance to stay upright. That's all you're doing. You're giving them a chance to succeed. That's the influence. There's no more than that, right? Anyway, Waylon got 12,000 subs. I didn't even see that. Look at us go. That's cool. Good job, Waylon. I didn't even know. I'm going to be doing, by the way, a lot more stuff on ProCraps. I'm going to be transitioning, by the way. This show is going to transition from this channel back to ProCraps, dual streamed on the Casino Quest channel. So I'm going to start dual streaming from ProCraps and Casino Quest this show every day. It'll keep the same format, different logos, but it'll be just two different channels. We're going to try and grow ProCraps to 10,000 subs so I can do the Craps for the Cure through it. This channel, the original idea for Casino Gaming TV was to bring all the content creators in with me. AZ and Jeff and Ed and everybody. I want everybody to do their shows on this channel, make this channel enormous, right? And I'll share in the profits. That was the original goal. Nobody wants to do it. Everybody's got their own channels, their own programs. So I can't get everybody together. I've tried to start the conversation a few times and I can't get it to put together. This channel is going to grow. We'll use it for some things, but honestly, this channel will probably just kind of fade out, and we'll just do ProCraps, ProCraps and CEG. That's what's going to happen. So anyway, side note there. Okay, Throwdown Thursday. We're going to throw the dice today. I'm not going to do these two, even though I'm going to talk about them here. I'm not going to do pass line versus hybrid. I'm going to do Jacob versus Crappy, and the reason for that is because I wanted more results, right? If I do pass line versus hybrid, it takes too long for the pass line to have a number of results that matters, right? In a half an hour, I'm going to get whatever, 5 resolutions. It won't tell you any kind of a story. But the difference between these two, and I want to talk about this, let me go actually to the table. I'm going to go down to here a little bit and just kind of run through some ideas with you and see what y'all think. That's not a very good lighting. There we go. That'll be better. All right. So if we do a pass line bet, let's just do like $100 on the pass line, right? We know that bet's got about a 50-50 shot, right? Over time between the come out resolutions and the box resolving, right? The come out resolution, you're 2-1. In the box, you're 4-6, right? To lose. It's roughly 50%. It's about a 1.5%, 1.4% house edge, right? So they're going to make $1 on that bet over the course of time. The thing with this play is that it's not very volatile, right? You got a low house edge. You have a very tight win-loss ratio, 50-50 roughly, right? Some days you're going to go pass line and max odds and you're going to win it. Some days you're going to go pass line with max odds, you're going to lose it. The odds even themselves out over time. It's just the flat bet resolution that's going to be the difference maker for you, right? When you look at hybrid play, where you've got somebody going $100 here, and let's just do an inside just to make it easy. Let's just go like $100 there, and I'll do 200 here, okay? And we'll go like 160 across, okay? This player's leveraged a little bit, right? What they've got is a tough road to hoe in the come out, but this bet overall is about a 50-50 winner. The difference is when this bet is on, right? Taking the come out of it. When the bet is on, this bet's got a 60 to 40, 6 to 4 advantage, right? Your 60% chance to win in here. And you've got bets. These two are the same, just the dollar amounts are different. But when you add in this up here, it changes a couple of things, right? You get the opportunity to say, look, I'm going to lose when the puck is on 4 out of 10 times, right? I'm going to lose this bet 4 out of 10 times when the puck is on. We know this. That gives you a chance to win 4 times up here. You say, look, if I can win $100 4 times, right, I can negate that, right? The hybrid play gives you the chance to offset the expected loss. That's the thing with hybrids that people, I think, don't really talk about. Jacob does. Skill brought it up yesterday, right? When you're in the power position with the puck on, you're a 60% favorite, which also means you're a 40% dog, right? You've got 4 cracks, right? 4 of the times you're going to lose, make yourself $100. Actually, if you can average in the 10 resolutions, the 6 wins and the 4 losses, again, you only lose when this happens, right? If you can average $400 in wins, right, during, or four total wins, right, during your play time on the 10 rolls, you can negate that 40%. And this bet becomes much bigger than a 50-50 win, right? You are playing the don't when you're playing the hybrid. The trick is using your upside, your right side bets as a way to offset the expected loss, right? Going 2 hits and down, let's, for example, say 2 hits and down, that would be $70, right? I'm going to do 75 just to make the math easy, right? $75 in 2 hits at 160 across, right? If you can get $75, follow the math here. $75, 2 hits and down on all 10 shooters, right? On all 10 resolutions, right? That's how much? $750. 500, $750, right? Remember, you're going to lose this bet 4 times, which is how much? $800. What you've done is you've offset the losses by $50. You follow me? If you can win $75, 2 hits on 10 times, right? You're going to win $200 6 times. You're going to lose $200 4 times, but your wins offset those losses, which means all the wins are clean, right? You're expected then to win $1,200 as a positive. You follow? Interesting. Now, again, you got to take out the come out losses because those are going to happen. But that's what hybrid does, right? If you're playing hybrid in a smart way, right, by literally taking your shot up here purely to offset the expected loss down here, right? 2 hits and down every time offsets the loss, and it makes this bet clean 6 times. That's the point of hybrid, right? It's not just to sit up here and play right side for a year and a half and hope for a hot roll. Some people play it that way, but the true hybrid mentality is making this bet solid. Take that 60% of the time you're going to win against the point, right? Make those wins all perfectly clean, which means a couple hits and down. Offset those losses. That turns the table, right? That's a mentality thing. Let's come back over here again. Pardon me. Hope that makes sense, right? That's a mentality thing. That's a way that you look at those bets and say, look, on the hybrid side, there is a higher house edge because you got the right side bets up in there, right? But you can widen the win-loss ratio because you have the opportunity to pay for the expected loss if you're playing the box smart. And if, again, the dice roll in your favor a couple of times, right? If they don't roll, if you 7 out real quick, you're going to win a couple of bucks, right? But every time you're 160 and $200 on the pass, on the don't pass, right? That gap, that $40 gap is part of that money, right? Let's make those wins clean, right? This is why it's strong, but you got to play it that way. You can't just play the 6, 7, 8 and sit there and just, hope for a 10 roller every time, right? It doesn't work that way. I'm going to play it that way today just because we're going to, but that's not really the way to do it, okay? Let's go. Let's go play a little bit. Let's go over here. Let me see. We're going to go to the DPC table. Actually, let me go back a minute. Let me go back over here. Hold on one second. We're going to go here. I just want to show you the plan. So, by the way, we are, I think, oops, let's go here, there. Okay, we are, so far, including yesterday, now 25-7. Remember, we started with the $100,000 that we won initially in that 200 and some shows. Now, out of the 100, I'm taking 5,000 a day. That's my master bankroll. 5,000 a day, and saying, can I live on it? Right? Can we make a daily paycheck of $500 a day? Right? Every day, we're trying to win just that little bit at 10%. So far, 25-7. We've won 13K, which means I'm not dipping into 100,000 anymore, am I? I'm playing purely on profits. I'm just coasting along here, right? We're averaging about $900 a win. We're averaging about $1,200 a loss, right? Those two should be about 2-to-1. I'm expecting losses to be double the win size. Right now, our ratio is down. It's in the middle, which is good. We're actually had a couple of nice fatties, which helps that. So that's where we are today. We are playing the I Can't Believe It Wins versus Wager Me This. That's going to be the two things we're playing. Can't Believe It Wins versus Wager Me This. And as we say, let's get it on. Here we go. All right, lights on. The table is lit. I'm going to turn my laptop on, so give me a second here to get this thing going. And we'll get Crapsy reconnected. We'll get the roll tracker re-engaged, and we're going to start throwing here. So just give me a second here to get you guys logged in. Looks like I'm offline. Let's try that again. Crapsy. Let's get a refresh. Ugh. Come on. Do we have no internet on this computer? It's just doing its thing. It's going to be a little slow. Come on. All right. Shooter 22. Come on. Oh my goodness gracious. It's so slow. You see my bankroll? Okay, good. Make sure the cameras are lit up at least. So I've got $5,000 in both racks. And what I'll do is I'll play Jacob in the front, and we'll play Crappy in the back. Here we go. Now we're ready to go. Good gravy. That took a long time. Holy moly. Computer, what are you doing? There we go. Man, I still can't see the list of tables. Yeah, it's still, there we go. Oh, I got to refresh. All right, I'll do this while that's going. So in the front will be Jacob, okay? He's going to play the don't, and I'll put his bets on the backside. So it'll be front rack, backside bets will be Jacob. The other player, Crappy the Craftsman, is going to play the I Can't Believe It Wins. We'll do 700 across and run through the don't with $100 bets. Okay, Jacob's going to do this, and we'll do the $500 put to the side for the next one, and we'll do 320 across probably on the box bets. All right, that's how it's going to happen. Here we go. Now we have Crapsy going. Finally, let's get the game started. Get your bets in there. So first things first, Jacob's going to have his come out roll, and that's our first battle to be waged. Here we go. Let's get the Crapsy players in. First throw of the day. I haven't even picked up my dice yet, so let's see what happens here. I have no idea what's going to happen. Here we go. Let's get her done. Let's get her done. Odds working. If you survive the DP and go across, you give up your advantage, unless you do what I say, which is going to be boom, boom, and stop playing. And you got to offset that win. You got to make sure that you're paying for the clean wins. If you don't do that, and I'm not going to do it today. Today I'm going to go across and just kind of hang out there, right? If you do that, you are giving up your advantage for sure, right? Unless you catch the hot roll. Some people play the 6, 7, 8 only to catch a hot roll, right? If you do it in a way to make the don't pass paid for and clean, different mindset, and I think it can flip your experience. Here we go. Coming out to a you know what, right? Look at that. As we said, it's a 7, 5, 2. We're going to start out upside down, 5, 2, 7. Okay, we'll lose that. I'm just going to go ahead and put it right back in. Let's go. Let's go. 6, 5, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's get him out. That's going to be a midnight. 6, 6. 6, whoops, not 5. 6, 6. Okay. Get your bets in while I set the dice. And here we go. Pardon me. Still working that cough. Can you believe it? It's been 3 weeks now. I'm still working it. All right. There is a 9. Okay. We have a point, a 6, 3. Alrighty. 3, 6, 9 in Crapsy. 3, 6, 9. Get your bets in. 3, 6. Okay. Let's mark the point. And again, Jacob is going to take that 500. We're going to go 320 across with it. Minus the point. Of course. Actually, we'll do, yeah, we can do 50, 50, and I can do 75, 90, 90. We can do that. All right, what we have here, I believe, is, what's that, 300, right? No, 150, 225, 325, and 30. So that's good. That's good. We have 325 plus 30, so we have 355 out there against the 500. So that's going to be $145 change to him. Okay, he has 145 change. I'm going to put that over here for now. Again, here's his next bet. Right, we're going to start working the next bet. But this is Jacob's leverage play. Crappy, and actually Jacob has to be in back. Sorry, Jacob's in back. I'll get this right, trust me. All right, now Crappy the Craftsman here in front is going to go just 700 across. He's just going to work the across, right? He'll get his $300 and change, and he's going to go easy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 across, $300 change. There's his change, and that's it. Let's play it out. Here we go. Sorry, it takes a while to set these bets up and talk through it. So here we go. All right. Now, ideally, we don't have a PSO, and I got to reset everything. I don't mind the PSO from a score standpoint. I just don't want to have to do all that work again. Here we go. First roll. First roll. It's a 6 and a 3. Wow. Look at that. Look at the look at this guy here just getting his ass handed to him today, right? 3, 6. 3, 6, 9. Woo, baby. Torched, right? That gets torched. Wow, he's getting killed. Okay. Puck is off. Our crappy player, though, is going to get paid 140. 125, 140, right? And we're going to pull the bet down to the rack. When we get a point, he's coming through the DC. Okay, that's what's going to happen. He's going to take that $100 through the DC. That's going to be his next bet. All right. Jacob's just coming back out with a new don't. Next bet up. He's already down almost all of his money. We got killed on the don't so far. Jeez, a little. Here we go. Coming out. Coming out. My goodness. Okay. 6, 5. Here we go. Burned $1,000 on that don't pass already. Whew. That's going to be a 6, a 4, and a 2. Okay, so he's going to have to change his betting a little bit. 4, 2, 6. 4 and a 2. It's going to be our point. Okay, crappy. $100 in the don't. Okay, Jacob, when a point is 5, 6, or 8, becomes an iron cross player. So we're going to take again the same $500. Okay, take the 6 bet down. Now he's got 90 up there. We can take these up here a little higher. And I'll probably go 150 and 125 on those. Yeah, we'll go 150, 125, 150, 125, 125 there. And I'll take the rest of this, which is 75 bucks, essentially, into the field. Okay? So he's got, pardon, 2 1/4 or 275 up top, plus 75, 350 against 500. Okay? Those could be a little higher. Let's keep the ratio clean. Here we go. Let's not have another buckshot, and let's get some action. Here we go. These versus days are very slow. If you're a Crapsy player, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. There's a lot going on. So these become slower dealing days for me. Let's go. Let's get a win. Something in the rack. That's going to be aces. Ooh, that's great for everybody. That is great for everybody. That was a nice outcome there. 1-1 and 1-1. That's awesome. All right. So we get $100 in the don't come. That's just coming on back. That's beautiful. That'll offset a future something, right? Here, he's going to get paid $150, right? And what we do in the rack here is this. We take this to our rack. I'll put $50 for the next bet, and I'll just put $100 to the side. All right? $100, we're going to lock it in. $50 goes to the next bet. That's how we're going to build him up. That was good. That was a good outcome right there. Something fun. Here we go. I can't see it. It is a 5-2-7. Ugly. Ugly. Right side player gets torn up. 2-5. Okay, so Crappy's going to lose all of it. Even the DC never got set. He loses the whole thing. I'm going to put that $100 here. That's 700 across. I'm just going to let him repay it. There's 500, 700. That's out of his rack. So he's same betting for the next shooter. He's got his money back out there. I'm just going to prepay it from the rack instead of resetting it. Jacob will lose these. 1, 2, $350, right? But he gets paid 500 down here. So net, he's up on that round. And his next bet is now 550. Okay, so he goes up $50. Not a lot, but it does increase the juice for the next one. All right, that's going to be the leverage up there. We need to get better traction. We need to get a better roll than 6. Right? Let's go. Pardon me. Here we go. 6, 5, 2, 1. Wow, ugly toss. That is a 3-3. It's a 6. 3-3-6. Move the puck over, and the game is on. Let's get that typed in so you can get your bets in. 3-3. And a 3-3. All right, here we go. All right, so we're on a 6. He's got 550 here. All right, we can go a little bit bigger if we'd like to. Up here, we have $500 to play, 550 to play with, right? Let's put the $500 out there. I'm going to go with a $100 field, and we're going to go with on the 6 and 8. Let's go 180 on the 6 and 8, or 180 on the 8 rather. Let's see, what did I do here? I have. What did I do? Oh, the $500 goes there. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just in my head here. We're going to go, yeah, I think we'll go 180 there and 150 there. Okay, so that's going to be, there's the 400, 500. We'll go 180 on the 8. That's 20 change. And we'll go, let's go 175 on the 5. So a quarter change. We'll go 175 over there. All right. So he's going to bring back a little bit of change. This basically is what he's offset by, right? He's got 180, 175, 100, and he's got $40 coming back in change. So the 7 is strong for him. Again, the $50 gets us a little bit of extra juice, and that's going to be it. Now we've got to throw some numbers over here for Jacob. Throw some numbers to make this son of a gun work. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, 150 each would have worked as well. 150, 150, 100 would have been fine. We'll just do this. That's a 6. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm telling you what, the hybrid today is not the way. 1-5. Wow, he just getting destroyed today. Woo! Man. 1-5. Buckshot at the point twice today. Never happens, right? Wow. Just got tore up. Okay. And lost the field too. So we have a new, he's got to come back out again. Ugliness, right? Over here on crappy side, easy. 175 is the win. We'll take the 6 down. And we're going to come through the don't in a minute with $100. And hopefully that $100 goes somewhere interesting. Here we go. Coming out. Coming out. Yeah, brutal day today, right? That poor don't pass guy is just getting aced. And just because I'm an awesome shooter. That's all. I'm just an awesome shooter. 5-5. Or 4-4 rather. 4-4, heart 8. 4-4, square pair. 4-4. Sweet. Just going to move that bet over. Go to the 8, right? He's going to have 175 and 175. That's 2 1/4 or 2 3 1/4. We'll put for him. We'll put $75 in the field. 25, 75. That'll keep him relatively close to the $500. So it's going to be 200, 350, $440, something like that. All right, Crappy's coming through with his $100 don't. Now we have a point set. Here we go. Let's have a better roll this time. Not a better roll. I don't really care about the money. We're just goofing around here. I want an interesting roll. I want the rolls to kind of do something fun so we can see things happen, right? Here we go. Here we go. That is a 5. That's something interesting, something different, something fun. 4-1. Good, good, good. All right, 4-1-5. Awesome. All right, so the don't pass will move, or don't come moves behind the 5 for Crappy. Okay. At the same time, the 5 is going to get paid. We'll do 150 for 10. There's the 10. Okay. $100 into the don't. 150 coming back to the rack. And here we go. A lot of ground to make up. He has a lot of ground to make up. We got planked for 750 earlier, so he has work to do. Jacob has work to do. It's going to be a miracle run that we need here. Let's get it done. Come on. Come on, baby. Oh, I didn't pay the 5. I'm sorry. I didn't pay the 5 for Jacob. My bad. So it's going to be, what's that getting paid? 210 plus 35, 245, right? So 200. We'll do 250 for 10. Or for 5, right? 250 for 5. Now, there's the next bet. We have all this money to play with, right? Let's 50-50 it. We'll put 50% here. We'll put 50% in the good. Okay, we'll keep 50% for profit. We'll layer up the next time. The next one, I'll do some pressing with it if we get a next one. All right, here we go. Here we go. I didn't take the field. I got to put his field back too. Sorry about that. There's a 6. 4-2-6. 4-2-6. So I'm going to do 2 things here. 4-2-6. 4-2-6. I didn't take his field last time. Sorry. I'm going to put the field back. Here's $100. 25 change. That field looked like $75. And there it is. This roll, again, it's a 6. Lose the field. make sure I take the field money away. But 180 pays 210. So there's his 210 on that 6. Okay. So what we'll do with the 210 is this. I'm going to take this for quarters. We'll put the field back. I have this much money left over. Okay. We'll put $30 or the $35 onto the next don't. I'm going to take this $100 as quarters. I'm going to keep $50. I'm going to press the 5 by $25. Now it's 2 1/4. Okay. Oh, and another. I'll put 30 more bucks onto the 6. My bad. The 6 now looks like 210. This don't travels behind the 6. Now our crappy guy's got 2 don't pass bets. And his across bet's working. Jacob's all set. Here we go. Sorry about all that. It just takes a minute to get it all moved around. I know it's slow, but I think I got it all covered. Here we go. Oh, and I'm coming for the don't. Sorry. Oh, no, I'm not. Actually, the don't, because the 6 was hit. There's no money to come through. So he just has he doesn't go through the don't pass, don't come, unless there's a hit. So you have to wait for another hit to come. Here we go. That's going to be a 10. That's a great number. That's a great number for everybody. All righty, 4, 6. 4, 6, 10. That's beautiful. All right. This is going to come down and be paid $200 for 5 and vig. Okay? 100 goes for the don't. $200 comes back. He's going to flip them around. Okay? The field, of course, wins $75. And again, we have 3 quarters here. 1, 2, 3. 1 goes to the next. 1 goes in profit. 1 goes on top of the 5. That's how we're going to do that. The field wins. Nice and easy. We're going to go third now. Some profit, some of the next bet, some to be pressed. All right. Let's go. 6, 5, 2, 1. All right. Jacob, how you doing, sir? Working your system right now. You got killed earlier, by the way. We had 2 buckshot points and a come out 7. So we're down $1,500 before we even open up our eyes. Here we go. 3, 1, 4. Oh, how good is this roll? How good is this roll? Oh, just love it. I love this roll. 1, 3, 4. This is so good. 1, 3. Remember yesterday what happened to us, right? All right, 4 is going to come down. That'll get paid $200 for 5 and vig. I don't have any nickels, so there's a quarter. There's the vig. All right, so we'll take 100 to go into the don't. This will travel behind the 4, and that goes in. Okay, there's the vig. The Jacob player is going to get paid $75 in the field, and just like last time, we're going to put 25 onto the next don't pass bet. We're going to put $25 in our profit. I'm going to drop a nickel, make my 6 look like 240. Okay, we're going to go 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 as we go. Point is still 9. Here we go. This will be interesting when this is all said and done, how it all works out. This is going to be one of those hands where if I pick off all those don'ts, it's going to suck. Right? I really kind of want the 7 now. We've made some money here. It's time for the 7 to come. Time for the 7. Here we go. There's an 8 hod. 8 hod, that's the point again. Don't pass has not won one time. Not one time. 4, 4, 8. Gee whiz. All right, 4, 4 square pair. That's the point. Bye-bye to that again. My gravy. This gets paid $175. We'll do 200 for 25, just to make it easy on ourselves. Okay. This all comes down. $100 would be the next don't come bet. This don't come is coming now behind the 8. Field goes down, of course. And Jacob's next bet is this. He has $5, $6, $710. We'll just make it 700. Make it easy. $700 in the don't. Okay, that's the leverage play. Here we go. He gets to go 640 across, basically, right? If we catch a point here. Let's not have. This is the funny thing, right? Right now, both players on the come out 7. One guy's going to be super happy. One guy's going to be super pissed, right? All that work to leverage up this next bet, right? If we catch a come out 7, it's going to really suck, right? You might even at this point hop them. It's not the worst time to do. I'm going to hop the reds. Can you see the hop in reds there? I'm going to hop them for $75. It's not going to be enough to cover the whole thing, right? It'll help us out a little bit. I'm not willing to go 150, but I'll cover half the don't. We'll do that. That's probably enough. Here we go. Yeah, Baccarat line today would have been the deal. Here we go, coming out. Let's go. Let's press your button in Crapsy so you guys can play along. I didn't press the button, I'm sorry. Gives me a chance to grab a little cup of Java. All right, here we go. This is the one. No 7 here. Let's catch like a 10 and then a 7. That would be like ideal. Give me a 10 first, then a 7. That's an 8. It's okay. 6, 2, 8. At least we survive here. I will lose the DC 8. All right. So Crappy the Craftsman only has a 9 left. And he's got 3 bets on the 7. Okay. Jacob, we're in the same spot, except for this, right? We now have 700 down here, right? I'm going to play the 5 and the 6 and the field with $700, right? So we can pretty easily just do this. I'll make it simple. I'm going to go $300 on the 6, $300 on the 5. And we'll do 250 on the 5. We'll do 250 on the 5. Let me get some change. 250 on the 5. And $100 goes to the bank rather. And we'll do 75 in the field. All right, so we're 300, 250, and 75. It's 625 versus 700. It's a little bit of leverage, not a ton. Let's get a hit. Let's make some money in here. Oh, these 3 fall. Here we go. I'm ready. Let's do it. It's probably not enough offset, but here we go. Did I put that in Crapsy? I didn't. Hold on. I got to put Crapsy. I got to put the bet back in Crapsy. I'm sorry. I didn't put the 4-4. I thought I did. Why does it not have 8 as the point? Why is Crapsy not showing 8 as the point? Shouldn't it be showing 8 as the point? I must have missed a number in there somewhere. 8 should be the point. I'm going to put that back in. I think I'm off a number somewhere. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm off by 1 somewhere. I think I just didn't put the 4-4 in. I think I just missed it. All right, here we go. I think I was just 1. I think I was 1 off. Anyway, there's that. There's that. Okay, let's do this and this. Yeah, the point is 8. I thought the point was 8. Here we go. All right. That's wrong. 6-5. All righty. I'm ready. That is a 9. Oh, how good. How good is that? We picked every number. Man, that's awesome. What a perfect run for the crappy strategy, right? 3, 6, 9. Wow. Couldn't ask for it to be better. All right, we'll drop 10. That'll pay 150. And come down. $100 into the don't. 150 to the rack. Here we get $75. And again, the first time, right? I'm just going to take this. All that goes to the next don't. Then we'll start collecting and doing our spread. I think Jacob gives you permission to do how you want to on those things. That's how I'm going to do it. All right. Let's go with the 5, 6 there and the 2, 1 here. Good time for a 7 right now, huh? Perfect time for a big fat 7. Both players will make some money. All good in the hood. Oh, it's the kiss. It's a 10 hard. 10 hard. 5, 5. 5, 5, 10. 5, 5, 10. Don't come. Travels to the 10. Field wins $75. And I can collect that, or I can move it around a little bit. We can take, let's take 30 and just jack the 6 up by a little bit. We'll go to 330 on the 6. All right, we'll take the rest of it and just keep it in the rack. That is a quarter. I'm actually going to change some of these quarters out because I'm missing quarters in the bank. So I'm going to check change $200. All right, and here we go. 4 don'ts are set. He's ready to go. Iron Cross is ready to go. We've been living in the field here for a couple of rolls. Let's get some. Let's get him a box number to hit, huh? Let's get one box number for the Jacob strategy. One box number, right? I'd like to get a 5 or a 6. I'll take it on the chin for the other guy. Let's get her done. Let's get her done. Yeah, the field's not valuable enough. I hear you there. Next hit. It's an 8. It's an 8. Doesn't matter anyway because, you know, again, I have not yet won on the double. Good gravy. 2, 6. Wow. This shooter's hit. How many points have I hit on the shooter? I've hit like 1, 2, 3 points. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So everything goes down. We lose all that. Good Lord. Good Lord. Man. Take these monies down as well, and we'll just see what happens here. One more. I think this will be the last shooter. Last shooter. We'll take all this back. Next don't's going to be 575. Last shooter. Let's go. Last shooter. We can hop. We don't have enough money to hop. We didn't earn anything to hop. That shooter made no profit for us, so we're just going to leave it as it is, I think. I think Jacob does. I think he says, like, if you won enough on the previous shooter, use your profits to hop those reds on the way out. That's a way. We didn't make anything that time, so maybe not. Here we go. Coming out. Let's go. Coming out. Everything's on. Everything's working out there. 6, or no, it's an 8. 4, 4. Square pair. So nobody gets hurt. Square pair. It's the 8. 4, 4. Alrighty. 4, 4 and a 4, 4. Sweet. Okay, so again, it's Iron Cross time, right? With 575. What do you want to do? We can go 200, 240. It's probably too high. Let's go 150 there. We'll go 180 on the 6. 150, 180. What's that? 225, 230. Actually, we can do a little more than that. We can go. I'm going to go 240 on the 6. 200 and yeah, we'll go 240 on the 6. And 100 in the field. Right? That's 1, 2, 3. $390, right? Or 2, 3, 4, 480 is what's out there. So that's good. 480 versus 575. That's good enough. Good enough ratio. Something on the 7. I haven't 7'd out yet though, right? So that don't pass today. Jacob has been torturous. My goodness. I've been just picking it off every time. Here we go. Point's 8 again. The point is 8 again. Let's go. It's due. Don't even say that out loud. Oh my God. Don't even say it. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, terrible throw. It's the 7. Finally, we hit one. It was due, right? It was due. 6-1. Good Lord. that was a tough sled right there. 617, and we almost had a repeater on the 8. The 8 was one off a repeater, so 6-1, not bad. All right, let me press that button there. We'll take all this down, all the losers back to the house. He's gonna get paid $575 down here, which is good. Let's bring that all back. See where we stand here in just a second. I'll just make a mess of that. Our crappy guy, look at that, knocked down every single number and then got every one of them to pay on the 7. That was a perfect run. That was a perfect run for that strategy. $400, $400. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was a beautiful, perfect run. All right, let's go add things up. Where are we? I know that we're down here on this rack by a lot. So this one, there is 2,500. There's 100 in green. There's 200 in green. And that's 500 in black. So we're at $3,000. We start with 5,000. So we lost 2K, all of it here. Come out 7, 4 numbers get picked off. What are you going to do, right? That's just, buckshot baby on that one. That was a bad run for him. Out here, he lost 750 early on, right? Let's color the blacks up. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. $2,000 in purple. And $200 for fun. So 1, 2, 3. There's the starting bankroll. He has 5, 6, 7, 50, 760 in profit. Perfect. And actually we went down 750. So really, that thing generated on that roll $1,500 because the roll before he'd lost 750. So we got 750 in profit from being down. It was a perfect run. You couldn't have asked for a better run for this guy here. Couldn't ask for a worse run for this one. On the same set of rolls, man. That was tough. That was tough. Crappy's transition was perfect. It just happened. Yesterday, Jacob, what happened? The same thing. Watch. I had all 4 set, and I went picked off. I lost them all. Right? We went from being up 1,000 or 1,200 to only having 500 in profit. We burned basically $600 across the box. Today it worked out perfectly, right? Just rhythm. This one here got tore up, and it got tore up because of the pass line. The pass or the don't pass just got wasted today, man. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. Let's go back over here. All right, so here we are. Jacob, it's not a versus thing. I like to run things side by side when I get a chance to, because I think that what tells the story is seeing 2 strategies against the same set of rolls, right? And how they both respond to rhythm. That was a weird one because the right side was so heavy on that one, right? It was a very heavy right side roll. That was see my stats here. That was let's see, 223. That was a 14 roller, which is not fantastic. 14 roller, but they were all box numbers. There was no horns in that whole thing. 14 roller, no horns. Hit the 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. No horns in that roll, which was great. We hit 5 8s, 3 6s, 2 10s. Right? It should have made money on that. The problem was all the points that we made. Right? I made a point of 8. I made another point of 8. I made another point of 8. I made 3 points. Right? Plus the come out 7. So 3 points and a come out 7 are what get you. Right? That's the problem. So that's $2,000 that we lost. Literally is the $2,000 off of the don't. Whatever. Bad rhythm. Shit happens. It's all good. The dice remembered the 8. Absolutely, they did. So another fun day. Another fun day in the neighborhood, right? Which hybrid strategy has a better built-in buffer for big losses? You know what? That's hard to say. I think, like I said earlier, and Jacob can back me up on this, right? It's just dice rhythm, ultimately, right? This one, the way that Jacob plays that thing, right, is set up to tie more often than not, right? You're going to be up a little, down a little, up, right? Unless you catch the nightmare that we had here. If we keep playing it no doubt it's going to win 500 here. It's going to come down 100. It's going to win 500, come down. We'll get the money back, right? You'll end up being close to tying in the end of a long session. But I think it comes down to what I said to start the show, which was the way you play the box, right? By just same bet, same bet, same bet, same bet, same bet, you end up that don't pass becomes non-valuable, right? If you get a couple of hits, turn the bets off, and let the don't pass do its thing and make it clean, you're going to be okay. As it was today, it just got torched. And we didn't get enough juice up in the box to make up for it. So anyway, there we go. Yeah, much higher upside on yours, for sure, Jake. A much higher upside, for sure. All right, I'm out of here. It's going to be a good day in my neighborhood today. I've got, I think we're close on the Nexus. I keep talking about CQ Nexus. We're really close to getting that thing launched. I got all the courses put together. I'm uploading another 90 videos to it. It's here. We should be able to launch it by tomorrow or Monday at the latest, and you'll be able to become Casino Quest members on a better system. If you're already a Patreon with them, we're going to move you on over and do the thing over there. So looking forward to it. I'll have a big announcement, probably a joint session with David in the next few days. So anyway, you have a great Thursday. Love y'all. God bless. And I'll see you tomorrow, Friday Follies. Maybe we'll do some roulette tomorrow. What do you think? Let's do some roulette tomorrow. Have a good night. I'll see you then. Bye.